Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's good at talking big and making things sound exciting, but in reality, he's not likely to go very far in his career. He finds it hard to stick to routines and doesn't put in steady effort or finish what he starts. You may notice promises without real results.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to break down than bounce back. Small setbacks can make him lose his temper. He might yell, blame others, or even quit if he feels cornered. Instead of calmly solving problems, he can get dramatic and pull away from people.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will find him difficult and may not like or respect him much. He often says things without caring if they hurt someone, and he struggles to get along with others. Instead of working as a team player, he may push people away or create tension in the group.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he will likely feel insecure instead of being proud of you. Your achievements might make him uncomfortable, and he may react by arguing, snapping, or making mean comments rather than celebrating your success. He's not the type to cheer you on or stand by your side during your big moments.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he is very likely to feel resentful and insecure, even if he doesn't always say it out loud. He might not easily accept your success and could start picking fights or making hurtful remarks to bring you down. Deep inside, your higher earnings could trouble him and affect how he treats you day to day.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not careful with money and may often spend without thinking things through. Planning and saving are not his strong points, so you might find him making sudden purchases or wasting money on things that aren't necessary. You might feel like you're picking up the pieces after his careless decisions.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is likely to pretend to be richer than he really is. You may see him buying expensive things just to show off, even when he doesn't have the savings to back it up. If you ask about money, he may get defensive or hide the true picture.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't open handed or kind either with money or with his attitude. Instead of giving or sharing, he may be harsh, hold back, or even make you feel small if you ask for help. His mindset is quite narrow and warmth doesn't come easily to him.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's more likely to be secretive and controlling about money rather than open and honest. He might hide details about what he earns or spends, and if you ask, he could get defensive or even angry. This kind of behavior can create trust issues and make joint planning difficult.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to believe housework is only your job, not something to be shared. You may find him ignoring chores or expecting you to handle everything at home without offering help. This attitude can make you feel burdened and unsupported in day to day life.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to stand back and supervise rather than really help with chores or changing diapers. You may hear him giving instructions or pointing out what needs to be done, but when it's time to actually roll up his sleeves, he'll probably step aside and leave the work to you. This attitude can feel lonely because he won't share the load in reality. He just watches or criticizes.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is more likely to argue just to prove he's right instead of trying to understand your side. When you share your feelings or concerns, he might interrupt or talk over you, insisting that his way is best. Even if you explain calmly, he probably won't listen with an open mind.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he is likely to say hurtful things or act aggressively rather than staying respectful. You may hear him shouting, making mean comments, or even throwing things around. His anger can feel scary and make you worry about how far things might go.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly, and it is definitely a red flag you should not ignore. Quick, explosive anger can make home life unpredictable and stressful, leaving you anxious about what might set him off next. It's easy to hope things will improve, but anger like this often only gets worse with time.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He usually won't say sorry or take responsibility for mistakes. Instead, he's likely to blame you when things go wrong. This makes it hard to build trust or solve problems together.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may not respect your boundaries and might struggle to understand that no means no. If you say you're not comfortable or set a limit, he could ignore it, pressure you, or argue instead of showing care and understanding. This behavior is not just unfair, it can be very harmful and exhausting.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, this is the kind of man who takes it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. If you say no, he may get upset, argue, or try to make you feel guilty rather than respecting your feelings. He might act cold or withdrawn or even blame you for the mood in the relationship.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You may not be able to trust him to handle private moments with care. If there's a fight or disagreement, he might use things you shared in confidence to hurt or embarrass you later. This kind of behavior can break the trust between you and leave you feeling unsafe.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's more likely to be easily distracted by other women rather than being truly faithful. If you notice him flirting or giving attention to others, he may not think much about how it hurts you. This could leave you feeling insecure or worried about your relationship.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be overpossessive, acting jealous, controlling, and always suspicious. He may question where you go, who you talk to, and might try to limit your freedom or monitor your actions. Such behavior is not love, it's about power and control.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, in his case, What may look like a protective nature is really a sign of a controlling personality. At first, he might say he's looking out for you, but soon you'll notice he tries to make decisions for you, keeps you from doing things, or wants to know your every move. It can feel smothering, with more rules than real care.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. Instead of sharing the responsibility and working together as a team, he may pull back and leave tasks like caring for the kids, teaching them, or handling their problems to you. If you ask for help, he might resist or act uninterested.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Instead of talking patiently or helping them learn, he may yell, say harsh things, or react with anger. This can make children scared to approach him when they need comfort or guidance.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to support your role as both a mother and your own person. Instead of cheering you on in your personal goals, dreams, or hobbies, he may expect you to focus only on home and family matters. This can leave you feeling trapped and losing touch with your own identity outside of family duties.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who may support your career now but expect you to quit once you have a child. He might say nice things about your work in the beginning, but later pressure you to give it up and focus only on home and motherhood. This change can be upsetting and leave you feeling trapped or disappointed.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to act polite on the surface, but not show real warmth towards your parents. You may notice him saying the right things or behaving formally during family visits, but deep down, he doesn't make an effort to build a genuine relationship or show true care. This can make family gatherings feel stiff or uncomfortable. He is more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than trying to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly. Instead of talking things out or finding peaceful solutions, he may get angry quickly, say hurtful things, or stir up arguments. His reactions can make family tensions bigger and harder to solve, creating more pressure for you.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, this is the kind of man who may act modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. At home, he might say he's fine with your choices, but when relatives visit or family events happen, he could suddenly want you to behave in a certain way, dress traditionally, or take on old fashioned roles. Think carefully about what kind of respect and freedom you need in marriage.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will most likely stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. Instead of standing beside you or helping you speak up, he may choose to stay silent or agree with their point of view, leaving you feeling alone and hurt. A good partner stands with you, especially when things get difficult.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is likely to be a mummy's boy and will rarely, if ever, choose your side in a conflict with his mother. When there are disagreements, he'll probably take her word over yours, try to keep her happy, or expect you to give in and adjust. Remember, in a strong marriage, both partners stand up for each other.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. This means your personal matters may not stay private and you could feel exposed or judged by his family. This can lead to gossip, more conflict, and even make small issues bigger.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par. and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out will likely feel stressful and lonely. You may often find yourself handling problems on your own, feeling blamed or criticized, and missing out on true kindness and support.